to meet your Women with Drive co-chairs. Please join us on stage, Miss Cindy Sisson, as Marcus just shared that fabulous story with us. Cindy is the CEO of GS Events and Women Shifting Gears, a renowned business, sales, and marketing executive working with Fortune 500 companies, professional sports, nonprofits, global events, as well as a successful public-private partnerships. In summary, as we all know, she is known as our super connector, Miss Cindy Sisson. Lyn St. James is a former IndyCar driver, author, coach, mentor, and motivational speaker, and co-founder of Women in Motorsports North America. Lyn was recently inducted into the Automotive Hall of Fame. Just to encapsulate this moment for you two in front of this room that took a lot of effort and work to put together, what's going through your mind right now?
Wow. I mean, I want to welcome everybody. I want to thank everybody. And I really want to thank you, girl. This wasn't part of what we talked about, but Cindy and I have known each other for over 30 years. And yes, positivity coming out of her, pores, and it like, we can do everything. I'm like, Cindy, we can't do everything, but yes, we can. Yeah, I know. She keeps telling me that. So, and it's actually because of Cindy. Everybody thinks maybe this is because of me, and it's really not. You can't do everything. You can't do anything alone. I mean, if there's anything in racing that I've learned, it takes a team, and then it ends up taking really a universe and a community. But back in 1991, I was the president of the Women's Sports Foundation, which was a big deal to me because that was founded by Billie Jean King. And I represented motorsports, that sport that nobody knew anything about in most cases compared to golf and tennis and soccer and all the other sports that women really dominate. And I went to this thing because we were a part of it. It was called the Women's Golf Summit. And it was something that, by the way, Cindy Sisson actually put together. She was with the LPGA at the time. And this was an industry-wide event that was held over a 6-year period. And every 2 years, it gathered everybody in the golf industry to change the women's position and the women's impact of what golf meant for women. So they wanted to change their industry. And it was so impressive, and it was so inspirational, and it was so informative because it actually worked. And I kept thinking, God, we should do this in motorsports, right? Well, this was in 1991, everybody. And some of you in this room really weren't born then. And of course, we had, we just constantly would talk about it, and it just obviously never happened. A lot of efforts that I had made over these decades to try to change and help, women in motorsports. But it is because of that this is happening. This is the vision that we had, and we kept bugging each other, and she said, yeah, we can do this. So that's why this event happened. And then, as a result of sort of a lot of other collaboration, and this is really what I see this is collaboration. There's so much competition in motorsports, and that's what motorsports is about, is being the best and beating everybody, right? But there are times that you have to collaborate, and this is what this is about, is collaboration. And you're really just having the industry-wide events of having sanctioning bodies, of having OEMs, of having vendors, of having sponsors. I mean, this is such a collaboration. And then as a result of that collaboration with 40 other professionals in this industry came the Women in Motorsports North America. Again, this was not a Lyn St. James thing. This was it was just a time when people got together. Culturally, things have changed in society, and timing is everything, and the timing is right for change to happen within motorsports. And so as a result of that came Women in Motorsports North America. 40, and many of the working group members are here. 40 people got together on Zoom calls. Zoom has changed our life. And we, on calls every month, Cindy's on that as well. And Women in Motorsports is a result, and we're all about advocating, we're about mentorship, we're about celebrating success. We're about, also changing the opportunities that exist so that we can bring new people in. This sport is not going to grow if we continue to just because my dad or my neighbor or somebody that we knew was in this sport, how are we going to grow? So Women in Motorsports North America is the beneficiary of this event. And we aren't just the beneficiary because of Cindy Sisson, who created Women with Drive back in Nashville last year. Many of you I know were there. She is a member of the working group. Our executive committee gifted this Women with Drive. It's now owned by, or a property of, an asset of Women in Motorsports North America. So we have been collaborating to have this vision, the vision that's happening, and we now have it because of our vision, because of her ability to execute with excellence. And if you don't see excellence in this room, you're blind. So thank you, my dear, my friend.
You're welcome. Is it my turn yet?
No, it's your turn. It's all yours now.
Okay, well, I have a tradition. I love to public speak, and anytime I have 100 or more people in the room, I have to do something. So we're going to do a wave video. I want to remember this moment, okay? So sorry, Lyn, but this is just something I have to do because of all these beautiful people here. Now I got to figure out how to get my camera over. Here we go. All right, so we're going to start over here at the count of 3, and you're going to go, woo, all the way around. When I say 3, wait, 3.
3, 2, 1, wave!
Keep going, keep going. Love it. I wish I had a laugh because she doesn't know about this part yet either, and I'm full of surprises. So Lyn hates to wear hats. So I found these really cool hats. And one is Thelma, and one is Louise. Because we are Thelma and Louise, right? So I was so excited I found them, and I said, first thing she said, she goes, well, which one was the driver? And I said, Thelma. She goes, well, I get Thelma. So we're going to have a vote today because I want to be the driver this time. Who gets Thelma?
Ooh.
And who gets Louise? Okay. If Cindy gets Thelma, raise your hand and scream loud. Louder for Cindy to wear Thelma. I want to be the driver. Oh, okay. I don't know. Oh, probably a Ferrari or a Corvette. I just drove a really rad Corvette. Okay, or if Cindy is Louise. Okay, you win.
I mean, it does say former IndyCar driver here.
Photo op? Anybody got a photo op with Thelma and Louise here? All right. You can be Thelma just once.